Welcome to the Mac and Maj podcast, baby. My name is Maj.
This is Mac. I was waiting for that cue.
That is Mac, and we are back. Welcome to the Mac and Maj podcast. We are finally back, season 2, episode 24.
Not one.
We just picked that right back up where we left it.
Yeah.
We left it here, picked it right back up.
We do it original.
So we got a lot in store for you guys today. We got some new segments. We got a segment called Headlines.
Structure, man.
We got a segment called Tech Talk. That's going to be at the end. Headlines is going to be at the top of the podcast. And in the middle, we're going to give you Champions League. We're going to give you NBA. We're going to give you NFL and all that good stuff. But before we get to all of that,
Because we're experts.
How you been, man?
I've been good, man. How about you?
I've been really good. You know, self-reflecting.
Self-reflecting?
Yeah, you know.
On what?
Just going through the motions.
Man, this is our first full podcast.
This is our first full podcast. So
now that we're back.
We did a little bit of an intro vibe for you guys. Yeah, things are getting a little different.
Yeah.
Things are getting a little different. You see the brick?
It's new.
It's a new logo, new branding.
Took us 3 months to put that up.
Yeah, it took it. You know, installing brick is especially hard inside. You know, some people think you could get this, like, I don't know, it's called a backdrop. I don't know if you've ever heard of this.
The vinyl stuff.
Yeah. Not like that we would ever.
No,
it's actually, we're Muslims, so it's against our religion to. So let's get into these. So let's get into these headlines.
Let's get into some highlights.
Let's get into some highlights, some headlines. Let's get it. So this is our headline segment. To start us off, Mac is going to kick us off.
So the first thing over this past week that happened.
Yep.
Did you see the whole Jeff Bezos, William Shatner thing?
Did I see the whole Jeff Bezos, William Shatner thing?
So,
no, I did not.
You didn't.
I'm stalling.
I know you didn't. So, you know, Jeff Bezos created this company, Blue Ocean, that goes to space.
Yeah, so I don't, but let's keep going.
Okay, you don't?
Yeah. Why do you call it Blue Ocean?
I don't know.
Why not, like, Amazon Moon?
It's not original.
Oh, okay. Someone took that. I forgot.
So anyway, he created this Blue Ocean thing that goes up to space and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So when was the last time you went to, like, an amusement park?
Amusement park. 2018, the Hershey Park debacle.
Okay, great. Yeah. So Jeff Bezos is doing, like, this amusement park thing.
Where?
It's not an amusement park.
But where, though?
Nowhere. It's his company. His new, okay.
Okay.
You know how, like, who else is doing it? What's his name?
Richard Branson. Meek Mill.
No, bro. The Tesla guy. Damn it.
Elon Musk.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
SpaceX?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's doing one of those things.
One of the SpaceX.
I don't think that's called an amusement park, but yeah.
I know.
You're getting
Go with me.
Okay.
So one of the people who went to space in this little trip, right, was William Shatner.
William Shatner, the Shatty.
The
Shatty.
The guy on, Star Trek.
Yeah, that guy.
You don't know him.
Dude, Shatty. Are you kidding me?
There's no way in hell you don't know him.
Bro, he put together one of the best performances in Star Trek history.
You are a dumbass.
Bro, when him and Luke Skywalker saw Voldemort, that shit was crazy.
You just put 3 different things.
Okay, so William Shatner. Is he a rich guy, I'm assuming?
Huh?
He's a very rich guy, I'm assuming?
He's a very famous actor.
Okay, so he's rich.
Right?
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, like, one of his, like, ideal people, like, his, like, wow.
His disciples.
Sure.
Yeah.
His William Shatner. Because of that. And he wanted to take William Shatner, who did, like, the very first Star Trek series, to space.
Oh, okay.
So he took him on this trip.
No way.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very surprised you don't know who William Shatner is.
No, I heard William Shatner.
Okay.
I've heard of William Shatner.
But anyway, he was on that ride.
Okay. So what happened to him? Did he grow?
No. So he's 90 years old.
Oh, shit.
Yes. And he's the...
Oh, so when you say Star Trek, you mean the TV show?
Well, yeah.
Not the movies and shit.
Oh,
that
bro,
is like Chris Pine. And
well, all sci-fi people right now are hating you right now.
They're just looking at this... Okay, so...
Anyway.
Sorry, nerds. Damn.
He went... At 90 years old, he's the oldest person to ever go up to space.
No way. William Shatner. The
Shats.
Okay.
So he went up. The whole thing is like 12 minutes tops.
Okay.
You reach this place where I'm not even going to try to say what it is.
Okay.
It's failed miserably.
At pronouncing it?
No. I just failed in astronomy. Like,
okay.
I don't know what level ozone
what stratosphere.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah, which
something
neutron.
That some level, and they're all making fun of us right now.
Yeah,
like
the pH scale of the yeast. Like
But anyway, he passed the internationally recognized place where it's like space.
Okay, cool.
So he went to space.
And he's the oldest guy to ever go to space.
Oldest guy.
That's awesome.
And then he came back, and then they all saw it was like broadcasted all over.
No way. How did I miss this?
I don't know.
You know why? Because I was paying a lot of attention to this John Gruden situation. Okay. So this John Gruden situation.
So what happened?
So this John Gruden situation. This John Gruden.
John Gruden.
Okay, so John Gruden put a lot of racist, homophobic. What else? He did one more. Women. he was sending topless photos at cheerleaders. He just did a clean sweep. Like he just bowled a strike.
Like this was over a what kind of time span?
It was over a long. I think it was like a 10-year time span or something like that. Started when he was at ESPN. There was some stuff that came out about him before. Obviously, we know stuff that came out about Jay Gruden, his brother. So John Gruden is the coach of the Oakland Raiders in the NFL. He sent a bunch of emails containing, a clean sweep of just things you shouldn't ever say or put in writing at all.
Yeah.
While he was at ESPN, and emails, they're being leaked right now. And basically he got fired after signing to a 10-year, $100 million contract.
Was he fired, or did he quit?
I believe it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I just want to know what the
I think he was fired.
was.
I think he was fired. So basically what it looked like was happening is they were leaking emails until like the Raiders basically did something about it. Like the league or whoever was leaking the emails was just leaking until the Raiders did something about it. So that happened. And then the Raiders this past weekend just won too after all of that shit, which is crazy.
Who'd they win against?
I think it was the Broncos.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a nice little good win. I think they're like 5-2, I think, or something like that. It's a good record, or something like that.
Did they announce who the coach is now?
It's one of the assistants. So I mean, it's just gonna be an interim. I heard good things about him. But yeah, so John Gruden just went crazy. Like I said, he bowled a strike of insults. Every pin went down. He hit every single thing.
Shooting yourself in the foot.
10-year, $100 million contract, which he might still be entitled to if he tries to.
No way.
I mean, he could pursue legally. He could probably get some of that. I was reading an article today.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, he got fired, right? Severance. I signed a contract, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm asking. Did he quit or did
No, I think he got fired. I'm pretty sure he got fired, actually.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what happened with John Gruden. I was paying a lot of attention to that because I fantasy football, got some players on the Raiders.
It was everywhere,
man.
It was everywhere on the news.
Yeah, I mean, it was everywhere. So I was paying attention to that.
I'm glad they did that because there's no place for that shit.
Yeah, it was stupid.
What other highlights?
We got Kyrie Irving.
So
Kyrie Irving, I don't know if you saw this, but to those of you who don't know, Kyrie Irving, star NBA point guard, plays for the Brooklyn Nets, not getting the vaccine, adamant that he's not getting the vaccine. It's just against his personal beliefs. So the Brooklyn Nets have officially come out and said that Kyrie Irving will not be allowed to play or practice with the team until he gets the vaccine.
I thought he already got it.
No, he didn't get the vaccine.
No way.
He didn't get a vaccine. No, he will not be allowed to play or practice with the team. Now, initially, they were just saying, hey, you can't do the home games just because certain arenas have different restrictions. But Steve Nash was like, nah, dude, you're just not going to play at all because you're just not going to play at all. And I think that is such a good call, dude.
Yeah, but what's his reaction? What's Kyrie's reaction? Like, what is he saying?
Kyrie's been staying quiet. He did an Instagram live where he's like, people think I'm going to retire over this. They think I'm going to do this. It's just like people told me that I was going to have the choice, and now I don't have the choice anymore. So he's like voicing that, but then it got shut down or something apparently. Oh
man. So do you think he's going to take it?
I think he's going to eventually. You know who took it? In this conversation, Cam Newton just took it in an effort to say that I want to get on another team. He said, I even took the vaccine. I didn't want to take the vaccine, but I took it. I want to be playing football right now. So, I mean, maybe Kyrie wises up and takes it, but if he doesn't, I don't see the Nets. Because, like, think about it from the Nets standpoint. Like, if I'm Kevin Durant or if I'm James Harden, I have to sign off on that decision. Right? If I'm one of your star players, the coach is going to ask me, hey, by the way, like, is this going to piss you off? Because he needs to be a player manager too.
Damn.
Right? So they signed off on that shit.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
So in that breath, in that breath, that was our headlines.
Yes.
That was our headlines. So let's jump over now, since we're talking about the NBA. Let's talk about the NBA.
Let's talk about the NBA.
So the NBA is going to be debuting again. First game of the series, first few games of the series, Tuesday, October 19th, the day that we actually released this podcast.
Yes.
Very good timing. Totally a coincidence.
But no games would have been started anyway.
Yeah. No, it was a great coincidence.
So right now it's Tuesday, 12 p.m.
Yeah, right now. I mean, so by the time you listen to this, no games would have started, and we will have talked about our official predictions of who is going to win each conference.
So what are we predicting? So we're going to predict who's going to win each conference.
Yes.
And
let's talk about MVP.
And MVP.
Let's talk about MVP.
Okay.
So let's start with that. I don't know if you're going to like mine either, but let's start with the Eastern Conference.
Okay, Eastern Conference.
Eastern Conference, baby. So
who we think is going to win the Eastern Conference?
No. Who we think is just going to come out on top before the playoffs? Number 1 seed. Just number 1 seed. Like who's going to top the conference?
Ready? Is Kyrie playing?
Probably not for at least the first few.
Okay, Brooklyn.
Okay. So explain why.
Because I just feel like they're gonna make it this year, and they're very pissed, and they really want to win it this year.
You don't think they're gonna underperform at all with all the team drama? I'm not doubting. I'm just asking.
No, I don't think that's gonna affect it. I don't care. There was a lot of team drama during the Bulls.
I feel like Kyrie was a Ouija board kid. You know what I mean?
But Kyrie's a good player.
He was, but he was a Ouija board good player.
You think now he sucks?
No. He's just a Ouija board guy.
Okay.
Like, you know what a Ouija board is,
yeah,
right?
I do.
Yeah, he's just a Ouija board guy. So part of the Ouija board guy is that sometimes you stand out a little bit. You're a little weirder than the rest of the bunch, okay? So I think that's okay when the Ouija board guy, the conspiracy guy, whatever, is like not the greatest player. But this is, I mean, Kyrie is an elite point guard. His impact is kind of high. So I'm wondering, as a guy that's like a conspiracy theorist type dude and a deep thinker, right? How does that affect some of the other teammates, especially the younger guys, in terms of their mentality, but in terms of they're just like...
Well, let me ask you. Let me turn around and ask you this. Is he a professional basketball player?
He is, yeah.
Is he really good?
Absolutely.
Do you think he can make it to the playoffs?
100%, yeah.
Okay, so I remember I keep remembering the Bulls. Right? Same thing. There was a lot of drama and shit that was going on in the background, right? But on the court, it was the basketball. It was the game.
Yeah, but what if they don't let him play?
That's different. You said it's going to only be a couple games.
Well, not a couple games. Like, he'll be out for a while. He's not going to start playing until he gets the vaccine. So it's really just about when I think he's going to get the vaccine.
He has to take double?
The double cheeseburger, bro.
No way.
With a side of fries, yeah, because you have to do 2 weeks of quarantine after.
What I think is Brooklyn is going to make it to the top seed. They might struggle a bit in the beginning.
But they'll figure it out.
But I think they'll figure it out. I think they will.
Okay.
I think they're hungry.
They got some good. Okay, I'm okay with that. So,
how about you, Eastern?
So Eastern Conference.
So number 1 seed.
I think I'm gonna go with. the Bucks.
Again?
I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Were they first seed last year? Or did they just win?
I don't remember.
So
I don't know. I don't think they were, because they wouldn't have played Brooklyn in the second. Well, anyway, I think it's gonna be the Bucks. So the reason I think it's gonna be the Bucks is they're coming off a great season for them. I mean, it was a little messy, but hey, they won. They're the only team right now in the East, I think, that can operate as a unit, play to each other's strengths,
and take on someone in the West.
And we'll take on someone in the West, but also they beat Brooklyn, but because Kyrie wasn't there or whatever, but they beat Brooklyn. They beat Brooklyn in 7 games. They beat them 4 times. And I get, we can make some excuses, but they beat any team that wins 4 times, plain and simple, they're good. It wasn't lucky. You don't luck out 4 times. Right? So there's 1. 2, they're going in healthy. They play great defensively. I think Giannis has the right mentality. They're not going to be, I think, one of those teams that has a slump. I don't think they're going to win the championship, but the slump meaning that, they don't even make the playoffs this year.
Has there been any changes in their roster, or is it the same team as last year?
They brought back the major guys. All the major guys are still there under
Okay.
contract.
All right. So the starting five is the starting five.
Pretty much, yeah. I
Not like
believe so.
Brooklyn where Kyrie's
Kyrie's just up in there. So
I'm not
that's
mad at
why I
that.
like why I like Milwaukee in the East.
I like how Milwaukee.
What do you think about the West? I think this one is kind of simple for me.
Simple?
Yeah.
There's so many great teams on the West.
There is some great teams on the West.
I'm just like
I'm just not gonna overthink it. You know, I always overthink it. I'm not gonna overthink it.
fine. I'm ready.
Okay. Go.
Suns.
You're gonna go Suns?
I'm gonna go Suns.
That's a weird choice.
Why? They had an amazing
By the way,
year.
Milwaukee was third last year. Brooklyn was second, and then Philly was first. Philly was first last year.
I don't even.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking. So the Lakers were seventh last year.
But that was just because of like LeBron and
they were injured for a long time.
for the half of the freaking season.
So I by the way, I'm not mad at your Phoenix Suns choice. It was just interesting.
I think they did amazing last year.
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna go.
You're gonna say something stupid, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna go with the Nuggets.
The Nuggets are a great team.
I'm gonna go with the Nuggets. And look, the reason I'm not choosing Brooklyn and the reason I'm not choosing LA in both conferences is both teams are injury prone. Jamal Murray's on the Nuggets is just coming off an ACL, but I think he'll have a good season once he's back. And Jokic has showed that he could keep them in the race without him there. I think there's going to be a lot of games that LeBron sits. I think there's going to be a lot of games that AD sits. There's going to be some injuries. Yeah, man.
I didn't choose. I don't think Lakers will win another one. Honestly. Really? I don't think so.
You don't think they have the gas to do it?
No.
They have the players. They just don't have maybe the gas.
No, yeah, exactly. I think they're over. I think LeBron won 2 years. He's out.
Really?
He's gone. I think so.
Interesting. Okay.
We'll talk about it another time.
We'll talk about it.
I also like Dallas.
You also like Dallas.
The Dallas Mavericks are doing good.
I just want them to get Luka some help, man.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm like. I like them. I like what they're doing. I love Luka and how he plays. I just don't feel like they're gonna win it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they can't. They just don't have enough. They're not a complete team yet, and that's fine. I mean, he's still young. But yeah. So those are our picks for the East and the West, right? So let's talk about MVP.
MVP.
I have like a very funny like take.
Okay.
So
I want you to go first.
Okay. So
I want to hear your funny take.
I'm picking a guy that's been an MVP before. It's not funny. It's just people aren't. He's been an MVP before.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the East. Are we talking? Oh no, sorry. Is he in the East?
Yeah. No, he's in the West.
Okay.
He's been an MVP before. He's a star player. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's in the East.
He chews on his mouth guard maybe a little more. Did I say East or West?
You said East.
I meant West.
Okay.
He chews on his mouth guard a little more than you want.
Curry?
Yeah, like, is he teething? What's going on with him? I know he has a baby face, but I thought the gums at the very least grew.
Nope.
Nope? He's just teething?
Not for him.
Okay. Steffi Poo Poo, I think it's going to be you. I'm thinking it's going to be yeah, bro. I think it's going to be Steph this year. I think Steph is going to have a monster year. The Warriors are not going to win shit, but Steph is going to have a monster year. I can feel that right now.
Okay.
I can feel that right now.
Okay. I have no answer.
Really?
I just don't know. I hate that question because I don't know. Like, I need to watch.
Who do you not want it to be?
Who do I not want it to be? I definitely don't want, like, LeBron.
Why?
I don't know. Like, he's done, bro. Like, stop.
Like, so you're just retiring him.
I'm retiring him off of my list.
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. Like, if you want to get me a list, LeBron's not on it.
Really?
Like, I don't want him to.
You're just sick of it.
I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of this whole LeBron.
It's kind of like the Messi Ronaldo being the best players in the world.
I'm done with it.
And we'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit.
We will. But I want, like, it's time for the new generation.
Who's your favorite player in the NBA right now?
Me?
Yeah.
I remember we had this discussion last time. I really like Luka and Durant. So, I really like both.
So you don't think either one can win MVP?
No, I think they can. So I don't know if I want to just say one person. Like
Hey, I mean the good news is
I have to. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Look at him,
Durant.
You could see the smoke coming out of his ears when he.
No, I don't know. Scratch it. No.
So Durant, you know why Durant's an interesting choice?
Because it's interesting.
No, but let me tell you why it's interesting. If Durant wins MVP, gets Brooklyn to the number 1 seed without Kyrie Irving,
then of course,
right? And their team is good, but like the East, I mean, come on, the East has some firepower now, so it's not like a gimme to get.
No, it's not.
You know, so if he does that, I mean, he might get there. He might. I want him to. He's my favorite player, so obviously. But no, I do think that's a good pick. I want to see Luca win it though. Like if you want,
I would love to see.
If you want to ask me who do I want to win it, I want Luca.
I want Luca to win it.
Do I think it's realistic? Probably not, because I don't think he can get the record high enough for the team to be able to get those looks. And there's going to be another guy with similar numbers and a better record. That's
do you think he'll get there? He'll ever get there? Luka?
He can. He just needs the right team.
Okay.
He needs the right team. I think he should stay in Dallas.
You think he should stay?
I think he should stay in Dallas, and they should just figure it out.
They're not figuring it out, man.
Look, I mean, Dirk took a while.
Mark Cuban's not helping.
Look, Dirk took a while, but he got his ring, right?
Yeah.
Chris Paul has been jumping around the league for 20 damn years, different teams, super teams, whatever, jumping around, and still hasn't got it. Same with Russell Westbrook. So like you can jump around, but that's not guaranteed either.
Right.
You know, it's basketball at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay. Enough about basketball. What's next?
What's next? The Champions League is next. The Champions League is next, baby.
Champions League. So how are we going to structure this? So let's talk about some of the big teams that are playing this week.
Yeah. So we got a few big games this week.
Okay.
We got a few big games this week. We have Liverpool versus Atletico is playing this week.
Oof.
What do you think about that game right there? That's a heavy hitter right there. So we're gonna give you the games to watch here. That is a game to watch.
This is not all the Champions League games.
Yeah. There's too many at this stage. I'm sure you guys want us to report on Besiktas versus Sporting Lisbon. Yeah. I'm positive, right?
But you guys can do that on your own.
Yeah, you can do that on your own time. You know, we want to talk about the sexy stuff.
We're talking about Atletico.
Yeah.
Who do I think?
Yeah. So that's Tuesday at 3 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah. So who do you think's coming out on top on that one? Liverpool's rolling, bro. Liverpool's rolling. We'll talk about them a little more in a second, but
they haven't lost.
Liverpool's rolling.
Yeah, they haven't lost, but that worries me.
So I think they have a good enough team. I think they have a good enough team to just be the favorites in almost every game they play. Almost. Yeah. So that's going to be a good game. Another good game
is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Another good game.
Shakhtar and Real Madrid. Shakhtar. I put a little extra sauce on the for that little, just for you guys. Where's Shakhtar from? Is it Turkey?
Yeah, of course. Isn't it?
I don't know.
It is.
Is it?
They're making fun of us again.
Yep,
but
they
it's
are.
Okay.
It's Turkey. So Turkey, and if it's not, my bad.
It's on it. He said it first.
Okay, Real Madrid. That's gonna Shakhtar and Real Madrid is always a good matchup. They play each other a lot in the Champions League for whatever reason.
Who do you think is winning?
I'm gonna take Real Madrid. They need to win, so
I think they will.
Yeah, they probably will.
Shakhtar didn't even win a game yet.
Yeah, so Man City is playing Club Brugge, but we don't really care about that much.
We do care.
I think Man City's gonna win though.
Yeah,
I think I know. They're good enough to win that for sure. PSG is playing Leipzig.
And technically, Man City's number 3 in the group.
Yeah, but technically, but they have a good squad. They'll probably pull that out. PSG and Leipzig is also kind of a good game. I think PSG is probably going to pull that one out. PSG will win. Some of the other good games we have Ajax and Dortmund. That's going to be a nice one.
That's a good one.
I think Dortmund's going to pull that one out. Yeah. Haaland is a beast, man.
He's amazing.
He's a beast. I want him on any other team. On any other team, please.
I think he'll move.
Yeah, I think he'll move too. Porto and Milan is a good game.
I'm surprised after everything that happened during the past year, no one picked him up unless he has some sort of
so he doesn't have a release clause in his contract until 2022. His release clause is 75 million. So a lot of teams are going to try and trigger it this summer.
Yikes.
This coming summer. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be interesting.
So he's moving.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
Porto Milan, I think Porto has that game. Milan, I don't think won a game yet in the Champions League. I don't want to talk about Barcelona. They're disgusting. United and Atalanta. I think Atalanta is going to win that game. I'm a United fan, but Atalanta can put some goals on the board, and United's defense is weak. Without Varane, they've been getting exposed. And Maguire, I think Maguire might be blind. Literally. No, he's either blind or colorblind, because either you can't see him or you think he's your friend. You think he's your teammate. That's the only explanation. So I think he only plays against. This is what it is. He only plays good against team with stripes because he knows that's someone else.
Because he knows it's someone else.
Yeah, because oh shoot, no, if he shoots, I have to block it. God, Harry. Harry. Oh man,
bro, why are you not talking about the another matchup that I'm very excited about?
Which one? Bayern?
No.
Bayern versus Benfica is a nice one, but which one? Chelsea?
No, Inter.
Oh, Inter. Inter's playing Sheriff, bro. Sheriff beat Real Madrid.
Well, let's just talk about Sheriff for a second.
Okay.
Because they're number 1 in the group.
Yeah, they beat Real Madrid. They haven't
lost.
Yeah, they beat Real Madrid.
They're 2-0.
But who is Sheriff? Like, are they
like,
the
I don't even know.
Where are they from? Like,
but like, I'm scared because Inter didn't win one yet, and we're going up against Sheriff.
You're going up against Sheriff?
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Bro. Okay, I need to figure out where this.
So I'm scared because Inter lost some of their players.
Bro, guess where Sheriff is from?
Sheriff? Poland.
Moldova.
Huh?
I didn't even think that was allowed in the Champions League.
I didn't think that was a country.
I actually know someone from Moldova. Shout out him.
No way.
Yeah, half.
Is he a Sheriff fan?
I don't know. I don't think he likes the cops.
But anyway.
Okay, kidding. No, Sheriff is an interesting. And the funny thing is, it's a Sheriff star is their logo.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's the cutest little thing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, good marketing, I guess.
So Inter Milan's screwed.
I mean, they're
going to lose. I just feel like they will lose.
That would be hilarious. So, I mean, there are a few good games. The Champions League group stage, let's get out of it. Maybe get into
I hate the group stage.
Get into the next round here.
How many games do they play each other once?
They play each other twice, home and away.
All right, so another month.
Yeah. So there's gonna be some good stuff, but there are a few other good games, definitely. Like I said, you have
on Champions League real quick. Were you gonna move on or
no? I was just gonna say some of the other games.
Oh, okay. Then continue.
So there's Benfica and Bayern. That's gonna be a good one. Juve, I'm never gonna watch again. Like there's no incentive for me to watch that team.
Oh, because you're a Ronaldo guy.
Well, not even that. It's just like if I watch Italian league, I would rather watch Inter or like AC Milan than Juve.
That means a lot.
Like Juve is just a very boring team. I mean, Chelsea, Malmo. Chelsea's a fun team to watch. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Hey, I like all Premier League games.
So those are a few good Champions League games. So there's a good amount of teams in here, man, that I thought would do a little better though.
Of course.
So and in general, like
Inter.
so forget Champions League. Like in general, like there's been some disappointments this season.
Like what?
Like for example, you said Inter
is a huge disappointment.
So who are the biggest disappointments in soccer right now?
Well, let me tell you. So I don't know if Inter, I would consider it to be a huge disappointment just because they lost like an amazing player.
Okay. Yeah, Lukaku. Yeah.
So it's kind of like expected disappointment.
Yeah. So to me, the biggest disappointment is United.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, United, if you look at the standings in the Champions League, for example, they're third. We won one game, right? That one game we won at like the last minute.
Was it Young Boys?
It was Young Boys. We won at the last minute.
Where's Young Boys from?
Argentina.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a damn lie, dude. It's Champions League. It's Europe. I have no idea where Young Boys is from. It's not Argentina. But yeah, they beat Young Boys literally at the last minute. They lost to Villarreal. So they're a disappointment. And they're being a disappointment in the league. It's my team.
Has he been playing?
We suck. Yeah. Dude, I think they just lost against Leicester 4-2. I mean, they've been the biggest.
So what's the problem?
The
coach or the players?
It's got to be the coach at this point.
Of course.
Like to me, it's got to be the coach. You brought the players. Like on paper,
never want to be a coach.
On paper, you have the players, right? But you're seeing them. They're forgetting that the other team is behind them. Like people aren't getting back on the counterattacks. Like it's just effort. They just aren't playing hard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised that you say that, honestly, because I really thought Man United is gonna kill it.
I thought they were too, but I mean, they're shit in the bed in the league, and they're wet in the toilet in the Champions League too. So I mean, it's just a freaking concoction cocktail of ass right now from United.
Man United's gone.
Yeah.
So you don't think they're gonna? Do you think they'll bring it? They'll realize what the hell they're doing and they'll improve?
They'll figure it out in January.
When it's too late?
January, they'll figure it out. They're going to get kicked out of the Champions League by then. They'll figure it out. They'll make a run. They'll finish third or fourth in the Premier League. That's my guess. Yeah.
And then the year after that, people will leave.
The year after that, I think it's just gonna be like a Armageddon. Like it's just gonna be.
So before we move on, what do you think of what Klopp said about Mohamed Salah?
So one of my biggest surprises this season has been Liverpool. Liverpool is playing a lot deadlier than I thought.
Yeah,
a lot deadlier.
Insane.
Because so for the longest time, Salah, Firmino, and Mane, like last season, just couldn't figure it out.
True.
They couldn't figure it out. So my biggest surprise in the Premier League for sure too is Liverpool because of how well they're playing. Firmino has a hat trick, whatever. So just to address that sucks for me to say because I'm a United fan. Everything hurts, like just pain all over my body.
But by the way, just for everyone to know, Klopp said about Mohamed Salah that he considers Salah to be the greatest soccer player
in the world
right now.
So here's the tough thing.
Tell me.
The tough thing is explaining to a generation of soccer fans who grew up on like, Ronaldo and Messi. Before that, like, and the same age, like Ronaldinho, Kaká, like whatever, that there's a new guy in town. That's a hard thing to breach. And all of their minds are on guys like Mbappe and like the younger ones. But they're forgetting the guys that are like in the high 20s age, have been doing this for a while, that are just being lethal. Or like like Benzema right now is being lethal.
Yeah.
He's scoring more goals he's ever scored in his career, more assists than he's ever in his career, but he's not sexy. No one cares about him anymore. Same with Salah. Like he had his like when he first got into the Premier League, like those first 2 years, that's where his hype was high. But then afterwards it was just like people died down. But I'll say it, he might be up there in the conversation of best player in the world.
Bro, when I see him and his goals that he's doing,
he's hitting it from angles like I wouldn't even try in FIFA, like out of respect to the game. I'm not gonna put that on you. like I'm not gonna put that on you. I'm not gonna get mad.
But I'm not mad about that statement. I think he's close to that.
And also he's his coach too. So what do you expect him to say? He has to say that too.
Yeah, but that's a big statement.
It's a very big statement, but a guy like Klopp with a guy like Salah that is good enough to where you make that statement, you want to support your guy.
That's true.
Like right there, right then. Right. Make sure everybody
Career
knows.
mode.
You're
doing great.
Yeah, so your thing just advances, that green little arrow that comes up.
The happy face.
Yeah. Because essentially, I mean, if I'm Klopp, I'm like, all right, look, I'm going to tell the whole press that this guy's the best player in the world. He's going to love me for it. We're playing great right now. We're rolling. Morale is going to be high. It's going to be awesome. The players are going to play hard, and I'm going to keep my job. Okay. Last year it's a rough year for Klopp. Very rough year.
That's true. There was a lot of it was very up in the air last year, which was surprising to me.
Very surprising.
But now they're playing at the level that they were a year and a half ago.
Because they got Van Dijk back. They got their midfield a little more consistent.
Yeah, exactly. Their team is back.
The team is back, and they have an identity. Exactly. And that's what it comes down to. Soccer, basketball.
And they have the greatest player in the world.
Football. Soccer, basketball, football. You need an identity. Yeah. It's just a fact.
Agreed.
Right? So I am very excited for this Champions League season. I'm very excited for this season in general because a lot of teams are playing very, very good football, soccer, right? I'm excited to see where PSG is going to go. That's another thing. I want to see what their potential is.
I hate that.
Looks like Mbappe is just not feeling the vibe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because he doesn't give a shit. He wants to leave.
Yeah, he's gone anyway.
Yeah.
He's gone anyway.
He doesn't care. He wants to leave. And I don't blame him. I want to leave that team too. I didn't watch a single game. I don't even want to watch.
Yeah, it's tough for me to grasp. I don't know if you played FIFA lately. All PSG on seasons. Everyone's PSG.
No way.
Everybody's PSG.
I don't want that.
Yeah, it's no way to live.
I'll play with a random team.
For real.
Young boys.
For real. So that concludes our Champions League segment. So what we're going to do in the future, just as a little housekeeping, we're also going to be recapping these games. We're also going to be recapping these games too.
Such a word-friendly word.
Little housekeeping, little spring
Sorry,
cleaning.
What'd you say?
I said we're going to be recapping these. We're
going
to be recapping these.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we will.
Without further ado, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to come back to you with some NFL stuff and some tech talk.
Oh, tech talk.
Some tech talk, baby.
Okay.
All right.
And we're back.
And we're back. Okay, let's talk a little bit of NFL. So something that I alluded to a little earlier was the whole John Gruden situation. Some of those emails were going to the front office executive, Bruce Allen, ex-president of the Washington football team's email. Some of those include the topless pictures of the Washington football team's cheerleaders, right?
No.
So that news hit. It hit like whenever last week, like early last week it hit.
Okay.
All of a sudden, a leak came out that the Washington football team the Washington football team announced on a whim that we're going to retire Sean Taylor's number. On a whim. Just out of nowhere.
Okay.
Out of nowhere.
Was anyone wearing that number, by the way?
No. Not this season. Yeah. So basically everyone was like, dude, what the hell? Like, you just had this whole scandal, and then the second that happened, you're trying to divert attention from your whole mess and just be like, yeah, oh, by the way, like, we're going to retire Sean Taylor's jersey, right? So
So what's the problem with that?
Because they essentially, so only 3 jerseys have ever been retired in Washington football team history. It's a big deal. And the fact that they retired the jersey and they announced it because it happened on Sunday, only a few days before is inconsistent with what they have done in the past. And it shows that it was a move to possibly divert attention from the Washington football team scandal that was going on with
That's
so
low.
And then they asked, so some people were saying that was going to happen. Like they were going to retire their jersey,
Anyway.
right? So they were talking to one of Sean Taylor's cousins, right? And he said, yeah, I only found out like a couple days before this whole thing broke. So I can guarantee you that this was not supposed to happen on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was not supposed to happen on Sunday.
I think they did it just like you said.
It was supposed to happen.
I remember that interview with his brother.
And they did it against the Chiefs. They did the whole thing. And they told Patrick Mahomes' family, including Jackson Mahomes, his brother, to like step to the side. And on the grass, there was like the number 21, Sean Taylor, and Jackson Mahomes didn't realize. So he started doing TikTok dances over the number 21 and posting it on TikTok. And everyone's like, Jackson, you're dancing over Sean Taylor right now. Yeah, it was a hard one.
So what did he realize after?
Yeah, and he said, sorry, dude, my bad. Like, no, he issued a good apology. But it just shows you how dysfunctional, because he was like, they told me to stand there. I didn't even look down. Like when you walk, how often do you really like be like, oh, look, that tile has like an accentuation of orange. Like I don't think about that shit. I just walk.
No, I don't blame him. It's just
it's just a tough situation. Yeah. So that happened.
It's not like being racist.
The Chiefs were broken the whole year. The whole year, Patrick Mahomes throwing interceptions. He threw a couple against Washington, but of course, the game against Washington is the game that he throws like 400 yards. Of course,
and that's the team.
We're the turnaround team. So
for others,
I call Washington. You know what I call Washington? I call it a U-turn. Okay, so if you're about to play Washington and you're playing like shit, and you go into Washington,
that's a turning point, guys.
It's your turning point. Whatever it is, it's going to be your turning point. Last year, the Steelers were 11-0. They came to Washington, they lost. They took a U-turn. Sometimes it's good. Most of the time, it's really, really bad. And it's just a tough thing to live with.
Washington.
It's just a tough thing to live with, man. I stay up every night. I swear. I'm not getting any sleep.
Every Sunday.
All these rookies. Dude, the crazy thing is like every year I'm just like, this might be our year. And lo and behold, it's shittier and shittier. The trend goes down. It's sloping down like a slide. It's like,
can we have a segment just one day about the Washington football team, please?
Just the saga.
I just want to analyze it.
Just see who cursed it when. Just to figure out.
I want to just go through
what's the timeline? Like, okay, we got
they
cursed
won
in
a
97.
Super Bowl. And just been going down.
It was just a rock slide ever since.
So I just want to know what's that series.
And I guarantee you they're going to change the name to something so stupid that is just going to give all of us like
Wasn't it like, didn't they already like narrow it down?
So they released a list of 8 names, 3 of which are the finalists of the actual ones.
Great. What are they? If you don't know, we'll talk about it next time.
So there's like Armada, Generals, Red Wolves, Red Hogs, Washington football team, Renegade.
Washington football team is one of them?
Yeah.
Okay, how much you want to bet they're going to keep that?
No, they wouldn't.
What?
They wouldn't. Because they wouldn't have spent this much time
I think it's just for us to
they already created all the branding and everything like that. They wouldn't have said, like, we need that. They would have just said it.
Well, branding takes about 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be that, but I think it's going to be something shitty. Like Washington Butterflies. Or like, yeah. I mean, that's how we're playing right now. No, we're playing like caterpillars. Yeah. We're not even playing like butterflies. We're slow.
But I mean, the name has to portray the
The
potential.
team. Yeah, the potential of
in
the
the
team.
future.
Okay, well, we're potentially all of our players
get
are
stuck.
going to be vacationing in Cancun during the playoffs. So,
All right. So
okay.
who do you want to see go to the Super Bowl?
So I don't know yet,
You don't know.
but I don't know yet. But let's talk about who's the best team thus far,
Okay.
because it's still a little early. We're only 6 weeks in.
In stats, or who you think?
Who do you think is the best team so far? In stats, the Cardinals are 6-0.
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals are 6-0.
6-0. Yep.
Yep. I don't think they're the best team though.
Who do you think is the best team
I think the best team is probably
in the NFL?
in the NFL right now. I think you have to give it to Arizona just because they're undefeated. But to who I think is genuinely the best team, I think it's Buffalo. I think
Bills?
I think they just need some grooming because
I mean,
Kansas
they're doing
City's
good. They only lost one game.
exactly. Kansas City's offense or defense is shot to shit, and Tampa Bay's defense is injured.
But then Tampa Bay only lost one game.
But
Cowboys only lost one game.
Oh, Cowboys are looking good too.
Cowboys are looking really good.
But the Cowboys beat like some questionable opponents too.
Okay, fair.
Right.
Yeah. But then again, there's only 16 games.
Well, 17 now this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, remember? 17 this year.
Got it.
17 this year. Yeah, this is the 7. So I like Buffalo because first of all, wings. Right.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
hands
like
down.
come on now.
Okay.
But I think they play well on both sides of the ball. They have a good fan base that's going to rally behind them, give them some energy. They got a good coach. They got a good quarterback. All of the pieces are set for them to make a playoff run, especially because they played Kansas City, right, who would have potentially been their biggest rivals last Sunday. Not like Sunday, like in the beginning of October, and they beat them. They waxed them, you know?
Yeah.
So they played their potential AFC East AFC Championship game, and they won.
Look, for me, let me just say this real quick. If the Cowboys win this week, I am a Cowboys fan.
That's just
let me just say why.
That's just tough for me to hear.
Before,
like, just as a concept.
But before,
Yep.
before Cowboys and the Washington football team,
It's just going deeper right
it's
here.
just terrible, right?
Yeah, deeper in the heart.
Just listen. Both of them terrible,
Yeah,
right?
terrible.
You hate them, they hate you. End of story.
Feels like it. Yep.
But I was only on Washington's side just because, like, I like Washington. I'm here, blah blah blah, and they both kind of sucked, right?
Yeah.
But like, Cowboys are doing insane. They're playing really well. You can't ignore that. Forget
they
that
are, but let's not. Can we not be like a bandwagoning family?
I'm not a bad.
Just
I'm,
because
you know
we're
me. I don't
related.
have a.
I just
fan.
don't want to have.
You know that I'm not like a one team kind of guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I like stories.
Yeah.
I love that.
He's a snake.
I'm not.
So okay, so you want to see the Cowboys?
I want to see the Cowboys.
Okay, well, I don't think they have a shot in hell, but it's good. I think they had
Who are they playing next this week? Do you know? Continue. I'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
Go.
But anyway, so that is our football talk.
Bye week.
That is our bye week. Nice. So that is our football talk. That's our NFL talk. We're obviously going to recap this a little bit once some shit goes down.
Yeah, once we start moving
once we start pushing this
in
thing.
the season. Yeah.
But let's get to our Tech Talk segment.
So
just to give you guys a little overview of what Tech Talk is going to be. Tech Talk is going to be a time for us to talk about a specific tech topic that we feel is worth addressing. And we have a really good one this week. So Tech Talk it's going to be a rather shorter segment. You know, it's not going to be like our Champions League or whatever. So that's why it's going to be called Tech and then TOK. See, just made that up right here.
Just like TikTok.
Because time. It's short.
I like it.
See? I got the brain for it, bro.
I think we had to like address this beforehand.
But maybe. Just made it up.
I agree.
Just made it up.
I'm not going to undermine you.
Oh, thanks.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, this is like when the couple fights at dinner. Like it's just like,
we'll
oh, honey, is that? Oh, the kids are going there. Oh, they're going to whose house?
And you approved this?
Yeah, no, that was completely just made up. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but
let me say one thing about. Let's start the segment about something that we have to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Apple did their event today.
I didn't even know that. So we'll talk about that. We'll do our segment and then we'll talk about that.
Okay, go.
Okay. It's good because our segment is going to be something related to that. I just got the new iPhone 13 Pro Max. Mac just got the whatever that's called. What's the actual official name of yours?
It's the Samsung Flip 3.
Flip 3. Okay, so Mac got the Samsung Flip 3. So these are both the latest technology.
Oh, I didn't see yours yet.
This is the latest
That's
technology.
insane. Let me see that blue.
Let
me see that blue. That's it. That's all you can do with iPhone, guys. Look. Just look at the color.
He's folding his. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say 3 things that we like and maybe 3 things that maybe we don't like or just we're disappointed by.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead and start with you, Mac? What's the first thing that you really like about your phone? Or talk about what you like about your phone in general. The Flip?
The Flip.
Flip, baby.
I love it.
I can tell you're sassy on phone calls. Do it. Hang up when you're mad. Hang up. Do it.
Fuck you.
Oh, man. That was electric.
I know.
That was amazing.
I love it because you can slap this as hard as you want. Maybe not too hard, but
you can do what?
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, let's just. He's talking about the phone.
The phone.
Yeah.
The phone.
Yeah. This won't go on.
That's
TikTok.
one thing I like.
Yeah.
Second thing I like is this. You didn't even see it.
Oh, it's a screen. Yeah. It's not showing up, so you're doing a really bad job at doing a demo. Yeah, that's cool. I saw. So you could put like a little bit of a GIF.
You can put a GIF here.
There.
So I have. Chandler and Joey.
You know, when you roll it up like that, it kind of looks like a thick pack of 5 gum, like a value pack of 5 gum.
Yeah, the black one.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think they're all black.
And this is what?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, there's the green, and then they have the red.
It's the accents. It's base. You know, whatever. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, So that's the second thing I like. Third thing that I like is
what is that called, by the way? That screen. Show the audience real quick.
It's called the cover screen.
The cover screen. Okay.
Yeah. Covered.
Okay. Oh, makes sense.
And then the third thing that I like about it is you can do everything from the cover screen. You can take selfie photos from the main cameras in the back using the screen.
Oh, really? Nice.
That's amazing.
Nice.
So those are 3 things. How about you, man?
Okay, so I just got the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The 3 things for me, I'm going to start off with the camera. The camera is good as shit. And I thought, so I'm one of the guys that's like, oh, the camera is good, right? I took a look at the difference between the size of this just before I even tested the camera. The size of these lenses versus the 11 and the 12 Pro Maxes, respectively. It's so much bigger. A friend...
Do you mean the actual size of the lens?
The size of the lens, physically.
Okay.
So let's start with that. A friend took side-by-side pictures just to try. Same lighting, same everything. With his 12 Pro Max, the latest one. I had the 11 Pro Max. And the 13 Pro Max. And his looked like it came from the Civil War.
Really?
Yeah, like it's actually ridiculous, the quality on this camera, and I'll show you after this, but the quality on this camera is absolutely absurd.
So the quality of the camera.
Absolutely
absurd. I've heard that multiple times.
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd.
Cool.
Second of all, the battery life is ridiculous.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. I haven't charged it yet. I have not charged my phone in 2 days.
That's
or 3
insane.
days.
I heard that it's insane.
It's absurd. It's absurd. And the crazy part is it's because what they did was one of the things that they messed with, I don't know, like the screen, the frames per second, it's adjustable. So if they see you scrolling, they'll have this many frames per second. But if they see you stagnant, they'll lower that amount because they know you're not using
Oh, you mean the adaptive...
whatever it's called, cruise control.
The refresh rate.
Yeah, the
120 hertz to 60 hertz.
So it's saving a lot of battery. And one thing that's also doing is it's a very clean... moving between screens, like very seamless, clean, very seamless, very, very seamless.
Nice.
So that's the second thing I like.
Third?
The third thing I like about this is I thought that, so you know how they talked about how it would be better for like 5G and stuff like that? It really, really like ridiculously is. So one of my biggest problems is I live in the basement. Okay, so
you're getting better reception.
I have 5G. I never before saw 5G up there in my life.
Wow.
In my life.
So you saw the difference with the 13 Pro.
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't charged it. That and the camera, all the settings with the camera are amazing. Obviously, I don't want to get into the whole iOS 15 because I think we talked about that already.
Yeah, it's good.
iOS 15 is good. I'm okay with iOS 15. It's really good. There's a lot of UI stuff that works for me. New FaceTime is gonna have a lot of cool capabilities. I mean, it's a nice phone. I'm very happy with it.
I get FaceTime now.
Yeah, and that's one of the capabilities. So what are the 3 things you don't like?
The battery.
Battery? Oh, it's not good?
I hate it.
Or is it just not as good?
No, it's not good.
No way.
Yeah, and I knew this before getting the phone.
How bad?
It's pretty bad. I charge it twice a day.
You're lying.
I swear.
You charge that shit twice a day?
I charge this twice, but let me tell you why.
Is it worth the clap?
Yeah. Just hold it.
Oh wow, that's a weird.
Just hold it, and then hold that one, and then weigh the difference.
I think yours is heavier.
What?
Yeah.
That is absolutely incorrect.
No, it's actually heavier.
It's actually not. Like spec wise, like insanely.
I'm just messing with it. Yeah, bro, who the hell would think this? Look at this.
It's like what?
Look, you can fit in my pocket. Look at this shit, dude. Even when you unfold this laptop, bro, it's still smaller than this phone.
Yeah.
It's just a long boy. Wow, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So that's one thing I don't like, the battery life. I think they can improve that.
You think they can improve that?
The second thing, I think you just talked about it. It's really long.
It's a long boy.
It's a long boy, but it's not a fat boy.
It's like an eclair, not a donut. You know what I mean? It has that little length to it.
Yeah. Third thing. Third thing is that it's a dust magnet.
No way.
Magnet.
Really?
Yeah. Like you wouldn't even.
Is it the screen part
it's
or
the screen part?
It's because I figured it was the screen
because
part.
of the screen. It's glass, but it has this thing on top of it where it just attracts.
Wait.
Yeah.
You can't get a screen protector.
Yeah, you can. There's a screen protector on it now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
is it just not tempered glass?
No, some of them are. It's just
It's just malleable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some Walter White shit. What is that?
Well, something you're never gonna see.
That's cool. Okay, so me. 3 things I don't like. I had the 11 Pro Max. This one's heavier. It's heavier. Okay, so that's one. And it's heavier and a little bigger. So there's some situations where I can't type with the one hand.
It's heavy, bro.
If I have to go from one axis to the reverse axis, diagonally perpendicular, it's not going to work. So if I have a right triangle type text, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Like I just need to use the backup thumb. So there's that. So it's heavy. It's a little big. Another thing is it kind of took too long for me to get it. And it pissed me off.
I mean, that's an Apple thing.
But it still frustrated me because people were walking in and getting it, and I pre-ordered it. I got it like 2.5 weeks after everybody. And then when I got it, this is my actual like con. It doesn't have a freaking brick, bro. So I knew it didn't have a brick. Yeah. I knew it wasn't gonna come, but I forgot. So when it came,
means the adapter.
Yeah, the adapter to plug in the wall. When it came and it was a skinny case, I got pissed because you guys did not give me enough of those bricks to build the backlog to support no bricks.
But that's
in
the point.
Phones.
You gotta go buy it.
No, but like if you gave us that option with the USB one, I have like 900 of those. Right? I never need one of those.
Yeah, but now
again.
it's the USB-C.
If you gave me 2 more iPhones just with those bricks, I would have been good for life.
Bro, just wait till they move to USB-C to USB-C.
I'm so excited for that.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
Because then you can use the laptop.
Exactly. That's going to be awesome. So that was what was that? My second con. My third con is so to me, one of the things that is very annoying about Apple is sometimes things change, but they don't change too much. Like I like that FaceTime has changed, but I'm getting kind of sick of the UI being the exact same.
Yeah.
And the thing is I don't want to go the Samsung route, the route they tried to go to of like personalizing widgets and stuff like that. I kind of want them to introduce something that'll do it for me. Like completely.
Like robotic.
Like introduce an app, like literally just an app and just be like a design app. And it asks me some questions about certain apps, auto detects it because it already does that when you take a right, and it puts everything in the files.
Yeah.
Like let me show these.
No, I get it.
Like it'll segment these out. So if you do that in a way and put it in a nice UI to ask me some questions and then create like an entire like iPhone like page for me, that's what I want.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And I expected them to do something like that because right now it's a hassle. If I want to redesign this whole thing, it's gonna take me years. Like so it's just not worth it.
Just hold a Samsung and then you'll feel
so that's my cons. Overall though, what would you give the phone experience thus far? I think you've had it for a few weeks now.
I love it.
Like what would you give it out of 5?
Out of 5? Okay. I'll give it a 4.
Okay, so 8 out of 10.
Yes. Okay.
What? Okay, I was just playing.
How about your phone?
So out of a 6, I would give it a 3, but out of a 5, I'd give it a 4.
Okay. Complete sense.
Okay. No, so literally the iPhone 13 Pro Max, to me, from what I was expecting, keep in mind, I made the jump from the 11. I'll give it, let's just say out of 10, make it easy. I'll give it an 8.
Okay, so we both rate the phones the same.
I think my phone performance-wise is great. Like
course,
performance, like in battery,
Longevity, yeah.
screen, a design. Like I just like it. But design's not performance, but you know what I mean. But it's just Apple has the ability to recruit the people and the ability to develop the technology to make these things so much cooler. Like that little app that I talk about, creating your own like iPhone screen. Like
Yeah.
Like that's
It's
something
insane.
that's something that you could do easily.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, look, after holding Samsung, I know that there's good things about Android. Amazing things.
Yeah, very good things.
Amazing things.
Very
Like you
good
wouldn't
things.
know unless you held it and you use it.
Yeah.
But I like iPhone too, so I'm not like I said, I'm not a one team kind of guy.
Yep.
I go with whoever's doing the
You
best
swing
thing.
both ways.
Hey, it's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was Tech Talk with Mac and Maj, and that's going to actually wrap this podcast today.
Yes, sir.
So this was a great episode. Introduced some new stuff. We're glad that you guys were able to come with us on this ride. Mac, do you have any final departing notes for our beautiful audience?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay, guys. Well, we appreciate you listening. Make sure to check us out on every platform. As always, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of that is just Mac and Maj, so it's easy to find. Just type that in, hit the follow, like, subscribe, whatever you need to do.
Give us some feedback. What do you
Give us
want
some
to hear?
feedback. What do you want to hear? What do you want us to say? What do you want? What are topics you want to cover?
Yeah.
You know,
Let us know.
let us know. First episode back, baby. Good job, brother. All right, signing off.